And it's been a busy few weeks in terms of outgoings with the staff. Can you just give us an update as to where we're at?
Sure, yeah, obviously difficult period with Jim leaving the club. I had a really good relationship with Jim. He has worked his socks off for Southport Football Club and should be given a lot of credit for what he's done over the period of time of being manager. Ultimately, the club, the board came to a decision based on results, and obviously where we are in the league dictated that decision had to be made. But personally, I'd like to thank Jim for his input and for his approach and his professionalism since he's been at the club. He's been fantastic to work with on a personal level, and his acceptance and maturity and personality last week when he came in to speak to the chairman was phenomenal, and it was a real sign of the type of person he is. That I sat with him for an hour and a half after he'd spoken to Peter and Tammy, and he was obviously disappointed, but understood that managers are judged on results, and I'm sure everybody wishes him well for the future. Likewise, Alan Morgan, who's obviously already back in at Bootle, we wish him all the very best. Again, Alan was very hard working, very professional, very forward thinking in his approach, and again, everybody wishes him well. And then finally, Sean Slater, who was first team performance analyst, has done really great work in terms of working with the players pre-match, post-match, being a constant throughout the season, and working really sort of diligently on the analysis side of things. He's a volunteer. He was a volunteer, but I think anybody who saw him probably would have thought he was a full-time paid member of staff, because that was his approach to it. So he's gone abroad to Saudi Arabia to work his day job, if you like. So again, he's been brilliant for us, and we wish him all the best and thank him for his work with us this season.
And looking ahead to the current, present and future, can you just give us an update as to where the recruitment for a new manager is at?
Sure. So the window for applications remains open until end of play March the 31st, which is obviously Monday. We've had a lot of applications, a lot of really strong applications from a diverse range of individuals and people who have been who have got lots of different types of experience, lots of different qualified people in different ways. It's been a really interesting process, and as I say, remains open for a few days yet. So that we'll review all the applicants next week. We will then invite the shortlisted individuals in for a first interview. We will then filter that first interview list or first interview shortlist down to a second shortlist. Interview for a second time before the board make their decision about who takes over as manager. Obviously, David Morgan's the caretaker manager. I expect him to be in position until the end of the season, with applications being left open until Monday. That takes us into April. There's, as I say, 2 rounds of interviews to be organised, to take place, to be digested, and that's not going to realistically be before the 26th of April. So we are absolutely confident in David's ability to do the job and finish the season strongly, and he has our full support and confidence. He's working closely with Nat Knight Percival, who's obviously still playing, but we're more than happy with David taking that on until the end of the season, and we're not in any rush to make an appointment. The chairman wants a real thorough and robust recruitment process, and that's what we're doing, and we'll see where we are sort of towards the end of April, beginning of May, to announce Jim's replacement.
You mentioned kind of the end of the season. Are we any closer to providing an update on the kit side of things?
Yeah, we've signed a initial 2-year contract with a sports manufacturing company. They are a highly reputable company. They supply teams in the Premier League, they supply national teams, Premier League, Championship, right the way through the football pyramid. Again, we've been through a really robust process in terms of bringing in a company who we feel will not make up for this season's debacle, but will we have every confidence in will produce what we need this season. We've obviously had a difficult period with the previous or this season's manufacturers, and we felt we had to get a real creditable and reputable company come in and support us next couple of seasons, and that's what we've done. And we're looking forward to working with them. An announcement will be made in due course who they are.
We've got some other things going on around the club as well. We've got the lottery and the end of season awards. Can you just give us an explanation as to what's going on with them?
Yeah, the lottery is something that we've been looking to do for a little while. We've been doing a little bit of work on it in terms of which companies we can work with to put it out there. We're working with a third party who supply a number of other clubs with their lotteries. It's an opportunity for people to support the club in other ways and win prizes. We are looking at those prizes getting bigger and better as we go, but we've had good numbers support it already, and it is, as I say, a good opportunity for people to help support the club as a whole. So please do, get involved if you can. And then, the end of season awards will be in the leasecard.uk lounge after the last game of the season. Fully aware that the season's not really produced too much to get excited about or to celebrate, but I think it's important that we get together as a club and have some closure on the season, draw a line under the season, recognise that there have been decent individual performances throughout the season, and those players should be commended. But as I say, it's just an opportunity to close the season properly, draw a line under it, get together as a support base, as a staff, as players. Say thank you to them for sticking with us and supporting us, and as I say, closing the season out properly, ready to go for next season.
And that's free to attend, isn't it, after the Kidderminster Harriers game on the last day?
Absolutely, free to attend. As I say, there'll be a few awards to be given out, and hopefully it should be on the back of a good result against Kidderminster. It'd be nice to finish the season, and as I say, we can draw a line under it and get ready for next year.
Thank you.